Hey, this is Reverend Joanna Bartlett, and in this video I am going to talk about this book that I recently finished reading. It is Writing as a Way of Healing by Louise DeSalvo. And if you've been watching my recent videos, you know I do a lot of videos about books that I've been reading, and lately I've been reading a lot of books about writing. I'm really interested in ways that you can use writing as a way of healing, essentially, like this book says, and ways that you can journal and you can reflect on your experiences. You can get to what is stuck within you, perhaps emotions that have been repressed and buried and are making you ill, or I don't know, just those things that, and I think there's a lot that happens in our life that we're not able to process at the time that it happens. And so for me, I know I've compartmentalized it and I've just like stuck it in the back, stuck it in a box somewhere in my head or in my mind or in my body. Even I've had traumatic experiences, which I believe I've then stored in my body. And I'm interested in learning more about how to get those unstuck, how to get those out, how to live a good, healthy, expressive life. I also love writing. I don't know if you can see my shirt. I'll stand up. It says, "I'm a writer. What's your superpower?" And it is true. I'm a writer. And it's like, maybe, is it my superpower? I don't know. But writing and expressing who I am and what's going on with me has always been a very important part of who I am and what I do and how I exist in the world. And so onto this book, one of the things I loved about it is the permission to write, the absolute necessity of writing about your experiences, and not that it's just a fanciful thing or a navel-gazing thing. I used to worry, when I was writing a memoir a few years ago, I was worried that people would think that I was just navel-gazing and being too introspective, and what was I thinking, writing my story as a way of healing myself, and it just seemed very self-indulgent. And one of the things that this book has taught me is that it's not, it's just necessary. It's a really needed thing to do, at least for some of us. And for me, I am a creator. I have to create every day in some way, or I'm just not right. I don't feel right. And so this book has given me the permission to do so, the inspiration to write about my experiences as a way of healing from them, and also guidelines on how to approach writing about your life, how to do it in a good way, a safe way, how to plan it, what expectations perhaps to set for yourself, encouragement to write, both when you're feeling not good, when things are hard, right through the difficulty, right? When my mum was diagnosed with cancer several years ago, I gave myself the gift of blogging about the experience on my personal blog, which is at joannabartlett.com. And it was really helpful for me to kind of journal publicly about what I was going through and what I was experiencing. It was actually very healing. And I gave myself permission to do it. So, whether you do it privately or publicly, to write about what is happening when things are hard, and also to keep writing when things don't feel so hard. I know for a lot of people, my husband included actually, he'll keep a journal when things are really emotionally difficult as a way of sorting out what's going on with him, what he's going through, and how he feels. But when things are fine, he stops writing. And I know that's the case a lot of times. Either it feels too hard to write, or there's no need to write because everything's fine. But to do it in any case, to do it no matter what's happening in your life. So I really love this book. I found it really, like I said, inspiring. I took tons of notes, which I'm not going to attempt to share all of my notes from this book with you. But if you're interested in telling your story and having some guidance on how to do that, not in the nitty-gritty of it, but more in the overall inspiration, permission, and some guidelines on what to look out for, the pitfalls to look out for as you're going through that process. I found this to be a great book, and I will leave that with you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Actually I put them here on my desk. I don't know which one I'm going to read next, but I have a stack. I have a stack of books about writing and journaling. And I will be starting on one of those shortly, and I'll make another video about it when I'm done. So I hope to see you then. Bye.